Carroll Broadcasting Sports presents high school volleyball action.
Welcome to the Mackey Motors at Tailgate here on 93.7 at KKRL. Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive. At Mackey Motors in Lake City. Check them out online as well at MackeyMotors.com. Hard to believe it is volleyball postseason action already tonight. Opening night in Class 1A. All 7 of our 1A teams in action. We've got 4 of them covered for you across our Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network stations, including IKM-Manning as they're up here in Mobile to take on Woodbury Central tonight. Class 1A Region 7. The winner of this one will be back in action Wednesday night, taking on the winner of the matchup between Arweva and also River Valley, who is hosting that matchup tonight. And again, the Wolves coming in under head coach McKaylee Cron, 13-16 on the year, went 1-5 in the Western Iowa Conference. But this team, better than that record indicates, even their conference record. They took some of the premier teams in that league to 5 this year and really battled them, had a couple of matches that they probably should have won early in the year and early in the conference season. So this team, better than that record indicates. I think if they'd have played those teams that way late in the season, they win those. They were learning how to win. They've kind of figured that out as this season has gone on. They are 3-2 right now in their last 5 games. But they've got a tough opponent here tonight in the Wildcats of Woodbury Central. They come in 10-18 on the year. They went 3-6 in a very strong Western Valley Conference. They are 1-4 though over their last 5 games, having lost 3 sets in a row. For Woodbury Central, they fell to MVAO COU 3-2. Lost to that River Valley team I was talking about, who's a highly ranked team, top 5, 3-0. Lost to OABCIG 3-0. Defeated Lawton Bronson 3-2 and fell again to River Valley in a tournament 2-0 for the Wolves. The last time out, they lost to Missouri Valley 2-1. That was part of the WIC tournament. Defeated Loma 2-0. Defeated AHST Avoca Walnut 2-1. Beat Audubon 2-1. And lost to Trainer in that opening round of the conference tournament 3-0. We'll stop away, take a break. Back with more of our Mackey Motors tailgate coming up to you as we come to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express days, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
Get the financial answers you need from the knowledgeable staff at Templeton Savings Bank. At TSB, you'll find a staff with years of experience and who take an active part in the community. They have a big stake in local prosperity. Your questions are answered fast, and loan requests are handled quickly and locally. You'll feel comfortable doing business with the local, hometown faces who understand your needs. Templeton Savings Bank, with offices in Manning and Templeton. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, and proud sponsors of the IKM-Manning Wolves.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Jeff Blankman with you again here. Coming to you from the Mackey Motors tailgate. Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Check them out online as well at MackeyMotors.com. Taking a brief look at both of these teams as we get ready for starting lineups here tonight. For this IK Manning team, they're going to have to serve, receive well. This is a very, very good serving team for Woodbury Central. I do think that the Wolves have a slight advantage at the net here. I really love Keegan Ascheid, Addison Bandel, Grace Carroll, and Ella Langle at the net. 4 really good hitters out of that group. And if Carly Art can get the ball in good shape, she does a nice job of distributing it. For Woodbury Central, been a little bit of a struggle to close out the season. This was a team with a winning record early in the year, but they're 4-13 over their last 7 matches. But again, mentioned earlier, this is a good serving club. They come in serving at 90.7% clip, but 216 aces, so very, very aggressive. And they don't have like that one high athlete as far as hitters go. It's not like they have one girl that's got 300 kills and then it's a bunch with like 60 or 50. They don't have one go-to girl. This is a very balanced team hitting-wise, is they have about 5 or 6 different girls that are kind of between that 157 and about 60 range, so they can go to a lot of different hitters. Let's take a look at our starting lineups tonight. First of all, for the Wolves from IKM-Manning, they'll start a 5'5 junior in Anna Stengel, a 5'5 junior in Grace Carroll, a 5'8 sophomore in Addison Bandow, a 5'8 sophomore in Caitlin Bandow, a 5'6 junior in Carly Arp, a 5'5 sophomore in Ella Langle, and a 5'11 freshman in Keegan Ascheid. For Woodbury Central, under head coach Katie Swanger, they are going to be starting tonight a 5'5 sophomore in Katie Lloyd, a 5'7 senior in Emma Lambert, a 5'9 junior in Lakin Brasomley, a 5'6 freshman in Kenzie Cross, a 5'11 sophomore in Braylon Jennis, a 5'6 sophomore in Lexi Gilbert, also a 5'11 freshman in Braylee Bramer, and again, Omar, and I think I said Brasomley, those two not in the starting lineup tonight. It started most of the games this year, and then their libero is Jenna Widman. And that is a look at our starting lineups. We'll step away for our national anthem. We'll be back with First Serve coming up next. Thanks for tuning in here to the Mackey Motors Tailgate on 93.7 KKRL. Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running together. Let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
Reliable, dependable, and high-quality service is what you get when you call Sol Service of Manning. Count on Sol Service for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical work you can be sure of. Call Sol Service today at 655-2024 for all your home or business service needs. Sol Service is a proud sponsor of the IKM-Manning Wolves and would like to wish all the coaches and players good luck. Go Wolves!
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
The Manila Times is a proud supporter of the IKM-Manning Wolves. They are the paper that the IKM-Manning community depends on for their school and sports news. They're excited to bring you the most current and up-to-date information you need to know about the school district and the communities of Irwin, Kirkman, Manila, and Manning, and beyond. If you are not currently a subscriber, it's time that you find out what everyone is talking about. Go Wolves! The Manila Times is proud of you.
Get the financial answers you need from the knowledgeable staff at Templeton Savings Bank. At TSB, you'll find a staff with years of experience and who take an active part in the community. They have a big stake in local prosperity. Your questions are answered fast, and loan requests are handled quickly and locally. You'll feel comfortable doing business with the local, hometown faces who understand your needs. Templeton Savings Bank, with offices in Manning and Templeton. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, and proud sponsors of the IKM-Manning Wolves.
Reliable, dependable, and high-quality service is what you get when you call Sol Service of Manning. Count on Sol Service for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical work you can be sure of. Call Sol Service today at 655-2024 for all your home or business service needs. Sol Service is a proud sponsor of the IKM-Manning Wolves and would like to wish all the coaches and players good luck. Go Wolves!
Getting you set for IKM-Manning volleyball here tonight. Again, opening night of the high school volleyball playoffs, Class 1A. We'll have more volleyball playoffs coming up for you tomorrow night, and then we've got volleyball playoffs on Wednesday night and Thursday night, football playoffs and football regular season on Friday. It is going to be Lexi Gilbert serving things away, and we mentioned the serve strength of this Woodbury Central team. They get an ace serve on that very first serve of the night, and that serve by Lexi Gilbert drops in for that ace, and they lead it here 1-0. Serve on the way played that time by A-Shide, and nearly another ace. They'll free ball it across. Gilbert will get it over into the hands of Cross, and now the attack from Bramer is going to drop in. And it's a quick 2-0 lead here for Woodbury Central. Serve again by Gilbert, the lefty. Will find Stengel in the back middle, tracked down by Arp. Over to A-Shide, free balls it across, played up that time into the middle to Jennis. That's going to be touched to the net, pop back up by Caitlin Bandow. Now work it to Addison on the left side, and she's going to pick up the tool. And there is going to be number 1 for Addison Bandow, the 5'8 sophomore. Comes in leading the Wolves with 231 kills on the year, picks up her first here tonight. Addison Bandow with the serve, short one into the net. There's been an area the Wolves have tried to improve as the season's gone on, because at times they've struggled a little bit from the service line. Heading back to the service line now for Woodbury Central is going to be Bramer. Jump serve on the way, finds Stengel back right over to Arp, left side. Nope, they'll go middle to A-Shide, and Keegan A-Shide. Thought they were coming left to Lloyd, but Keegan A-Shide will pick up the kill. Arp getting her second assist of the night. A-Shide, the 5'11 sophomore, who 229th kill now on the season. Her and Addie Bandow and a neck and neck for that lead. McKenna Benton now checks in for IKM-Manning, the 5'6 junior. 11 aces on the year, will serve it away. Taken that time by Widman. Now work it up front to Gilbert, and now Jennis with the cross-court attack. And Jennis going to pick up the kill. Lexi Gilbert with the assist. 5'11 sophomore picking up her 83rd kill of the year. The lead is back to 4-2 now in favor of the Wildcats. Widman will head back to the service line. Ball had gotten away, so they'll track it down and roll it down to her. Widman's serve on the way. Played by Stengel. That'll be an overpass. Played up by Gilbert. Widman now get a bump set at left side. Cross there. Leading hitter will tip to the donut. Nobody covering that time, and Kinsey Cross will pick up the kill. The lead is at 3 for Woodbury Central as they lead it here 5-2. Wolves got to pinch in those two back outsides to take that donut away, or at least pinch in one of them. Art takes it over to Grace Carroll, left side, touch to the net, and Carroll going to pick up kill number 125 on the year. So the 3 top hitters right now for IKM-Manning have all picked up a kill. We've got a question right now on the volleyball, so I think they're going to switch it over. Okay, so I think they had a wrong volleyball maybe to start. So they are going to switch volleyballs here real quick. So the one that the official had tested is now the one that they're going to use. Keegan A-Shide will head back to the service line. So quick conversation that time with the down official, the scores table, and then the coaches. A-Shide serve played up into the air by O'Hara. Widman will set it up. Cross going to free ball it across. Played by A-Shide to Arp. Into the middle to Grace Carroll, and that'll drop in the back row for Carroll. Her second of the night. Arp with her 4th assist on the night. And the Wolves have pulled within 5-4. Back-to-back kills here for Carroll. A-Shide again served. Wolves going right to left across your radio now. Widman with the serve received to Gilbert. Into the middle. And the attack that time is going to fall in for Emma Lambert. She's got her 67th kill of the year. Lambert with her first will stretch that Wildcat lead back to 6-4. Katie Lloyd, a 5'5 sophomore, is checking into the ballgame. Lloyd will serve it away. Serve comes back middle. Played up by Olivia Lindy. Over now to Arp. Left side to Langle. Popped up by O'Hara. Lloyd will set it up for Cross left side, and Cross goes down the line. They were blocking Cross against Cross. She attacks a line. That'll stretch the lead back to 3. Matches the largest lead of the night here for the Wildcats in this first set. They lead at 7-4. Lloyd again will head back to the service line. 11 aces on the year for her. She comes down the line. Nice serve received by Stengel over to Arp into the middle of the Carroll. Dug by Lloyd over to Widman. Now Gilbert will free ball it across out of the right, and we're going to get 2 touches on that. So that'll pull the Wolves back within 2 at 7-5. She had a nice job of pushing down the line. It was over the head of Stengel, but back there was Lindy, and Lindy was going to be able to cover that. Now, Lindy is a very good back row player, 136 digs on the ear, and now unable to get the ball up into the air is Katie Lloyd. And IKM-Manning pulls back within one as Anna Stengel will pick up her first ace here tonight. Stengel, the leading server for IKM-Manning, 28 aces now on the season. There's a deep serve played by Cross. Over to Lloyd into the middle. That ball by Lambert was touched and blocked that time by Addison Bandow. Questions that time by the coaches. And now pushing it across is going to be Grace Carroll. She'll pick up the third kill of the night for her. And Carroll, back-to-back kills now. For IKM-Manning, actually, it was an ace by Stengel. So it's ace and then a kill. They've tied it at 7. Our first tie here tonight. Gilbert will free ball it across. Stengel up to Arp. Left side now to Addie Bandow. And that is going to be off of O'Hara. And then free ball back over. A-side to Arp. Back over to Bandow. Left side. Big swing again. Dug by Widman to Lloyd. Left side now to Cross. Pushes it down the line. Popped up by A-side. Stengel will set it left side for Bandow. Addison goes cross court. Popped up by Cross. I'll get it back over to the left side. And that time Cross's attack into the net off of the set by Lloyd, and IKM-Manning on a 4-0 run has taken their first lead here tonight. By lead at 8-7. Stengel again with the serve. Serve received by Widman to Lloyd. Now over to Lambert. Tipped across. Popped up into the air by Caitlin Bandow. They'll go to Arp off the right side. That's off the top of the net. That'll be 4 hits. That one wasn't touched at the net. Didn't get over the net. We're tied for the second time here in this first set at 8-8. Bramer will check back in. Checking out is going to be O'Mara. Serve on the way by Cross. Nearly an ace. Arp will free ball it across on the second ball off of the serve received from H-side. And now Gilbert well under the net as that set took her up into the net. IKM-Manning back up 1 here at 9-8. Caitlin Bandow checking back in for Lindy as Grace Carroll heads back to the service line. Early still here in first set. Wildcats led this one early. Wolves have come back to grab the lead. Short serve by Carroll hit the top of the net and drops in for an ace. So Grace Carroll off to a really sharp start here tonight. She's got 3 kills to go with an ace now. And the Wolves have their largest lead in this first set at 10-8. Carroll again with a jump serve. That one got too far behind it and under it a little bit. That one sailed long by about 10 feet. And it's now 10-9. Janice will check back in. It's heading back to the service line again. Lambert, serve played by Stengel over to Art. Back row attack now for Carroll. And that one's going to drop in for a kill. Grace Carroll found the back right corner and drops it in, her 4th kill of the night. And the Wolves have an 11-9 lead. Carly Arp again to serve it away. Serve played up by Cross. That'll hit the ceiling. Lloyd will get it over to Jenna. She'll free ball it across. Arp now right side set for A-side, and that's to be played up by Bremer. Free ball it across by Cross. Dug by Carroll over to Arp. Left side now Addison Bandow. Big kill for Addison Bandow, her 2nd. And Arp doing a really good job of moving it around and keeping all of the hitters for IKM-Manning involved. And now she'll head back to the service line. Wolves have their largest lead here in this first set, up 12-9. Serve on the way by Arp comes deep. Letting it go at the last second that time was Widman. A couple of service errors for IKM-Manning. Checking out is Lloyd. Checking into the lineup now is going to be Lakin Versomley. The serve by Gilbert, played by A-side. And that time, Arp and Bandow both kind of backed away thinking the other one was going to play the ball. It ends up going out of bounds off of the Wolves as it dropped between Bandow and Arp. Served by Gilbert, 12-11 IKM-Manning. Stengel over to Arp. Left side now to A-side. Big swing, but was floating forward on that one. Didn't really explode up. Hits that one way long. 12-12 now our score. Keegan smart enough. She'll make that adjustment on that attack approach. Stengel on the serve received to Arp. Into the middle now to Caitlin Bandow. Dug by Widman. Cross will set it up. Bramer will free ball it across. Dug by Carroll back right. Overpass. And the attack going to go long for Bramer. So IKM-Manning will hold on to the lead here at 13-12. Break that time for the Wolves. Bramer was right there. I thought it was going to look like Lonnie Miller putting away an overpass, but that one a little bit long. Serve received by Cross. Up to Gilbert. Into the middle of the Jennings. Goes back right. Popped up by Arp. Tracked down by Bandow. And now Carroll will push it deep off of Widman. Tracked down that time by Cross. Free balled over by Bramer. Addison Bandow as it goes backwards. A-side will play it. And Carroll now free balls it across. Widman to Gilbert. Right side set. The attack is going to drop in for Brissamble. Lakin Brissamble, the 5'9 junior, 42nd kill on the year for her. We are tied again, this time at 13. Our fourth tie here in this first set. And Bramer again heads back to the service line. Serve on the way. And that is going to go off of Ella Langle. That'll be an ace serve. And we have our second lead change. Good to hear you're listening tonight, Lonnie. Of course, Lonnie, a Manning grad from back in the yesteryear. He's old like me. Serve coming. I played it in the same generation Lonnie did. Bramer with the serve. That'll be played by Carroll up to Arp. Left side now to Langle off the top of the net. Played up nicely by Cross, but it hit the ceiling and came down. Nobody could get to it. So IKM-Manning has tied it here at 14, our fifth tie in this first set. O'Hara will check back in, or O'Mara, excuse me. McKenna Benton back in to serve for IKM-Manning. Serve on the way. Top spin. Played by Widman. They'll set up Cross left side. Tipped across. Pop back over by Carroll. Gilbert now sets right side for Brissamble. Tipped again. We're going to get a net violation. Carroll blocked it, but came down into the net. Wildcats lead it here 15-14. Benton will check out. Lindy will check back in. Widman, the libero, will head back to serve. 20 aces on the year for her. Top spin played by Stangl back right over to Art. Left side now to Carroll off the top of the net. It rolled down the net about 8 feet, then fell on the IKM-Manning side. They got a piece of it, but not enough to get it up and over the net or playable on their side. So Wildcats have battled back here. They lead it now 16-14. Serve received by Stangl to Arp. She'll go right side to A-side. Roll shot to the donut. Popped up by Widman. Kept alive by Gilbert. Free balled over that time by O'Mara. Arp goes right side again to A-side. Down the line and wide on that one. And the lead 17-14. Coach Cron may be thinking about a timeout. Wolves were up at one point here, 13-12. So a 5-1 run for Woodbury Central. Widman with the serve. Played by Stangl off to Arp. Left side, Carroll. Big swing. Blocks, but ruled out of bounds. Grace Carroll with her fifth kill here tonight. Wolves back within 2 at 17-15. That's why every time I say a coach is thinking about a timeout, it seems like their team scores. To prove me wrong. O'Mara on the serve received to Gilbert. Now over to Cross. We're going to get 2 touches on that set. And IKM-Manning on a 2-0 run is pulled back within 1 at 17-16. Tegan A-Shine again heads back to serve. A-Shine 25 aces on the year. She's in the top 3 for this team, but that one under the net. Not a real good toss. Probably should have let that one bounce in front of her. But the lead is 2. If you get a bad toss, you can let it hit the ground. You can't touch it until after it hits the ground, but then you can re-toss to be able to get the serve back in. Jump serve on the way, and that one's going to stay long by Lloyd. So Katie Lloyd, the sophomore, checks back in, and her first serve goes long. Wolves back within 1 at 18-17. Banda will check in. Langle out. Stangl back to serve. Serve on the way. Played backwards by Widman. Tracked down by Lloyd. And now Cross going to free ball it deep. A-side back right over to Arp. Right side set on the slide to Carroll. Dug by Lloyd up and into the net. Cross and also Lambert were looking at it, but neither one of them tried to dig it out of the net. And the Wolves on a run here have tied things back up at 18 apiece. They were down 17-14 here a moment ago, so a 4-1 run. Lloyd will set it up for Gilbert, and the right side hitter out of the left-handed hitter out of the right side is what I wanted to say. Sails it long. We're going to get a timeout now by Woodbury Central. IKM-Manning has grabbed the lead back here at 19-18. We'll step away with them. Back in 30 seconds here on KKRL.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
As I anticipate this whole match to go tonight, I can see this easily going 5 to evenly matched teams. Lloyd will set it up for cross. That'll sail long. And IKM-Manning up 2 now at 20-18. They are right now on a 6-1 run after falling behind by 3. Stangle with the serve. Played up that time by O'Mara. They'll get it into the middle to Lambert, blocked by Caitlin Bandow. And now Cross will free ball it across. A shot out of the back right to Arp. Left side to Addison Bandow. Big kill for Addie Bandow. Her third. And IKM-Manning has pulled up now 21-18. Serve on the way, short one. Played again by O'Mara. Dragged down by Lambert. Free balled over by Gilbert on the push. Lindy to Arp. Bump set left side. Bandow. Tipped at the net. Dug by Lloyd. Popped up into the air by O'Mara. Cross with the big push. And that's going to work. So she goes up. It's kind of the throw is what you kind of want to call it. She's not swinging and hitting the ball, but she's not really catching it, but she's catching it and kind of throwing it. Keith Stickrod was great at teaching that during his time at Kemper. And that's what Cross is really good at, the way it looks here right now. 21-19. Wolves with the lead. Lloyd will set up Bramer. Big swing. That's going to drop in. Stangle pointing at herself, saying, I thought that one was going to be out. She left it go. And just like that, here comes the Wildcats back down by 1, 21-19. Cross again with the serve, played by Stangle. Over now to Arp. Left side Bandow. Big swing, but came down in the net. That'll be the second net violation against IKM-Manning, and we're tied for the 7th time in this first set. 21-21 our score. Serve played by Stangle. Arp tips it over on the second ball. Cross to Lloyd. Right side now to Gilbert. Big swing. And that is going to be off the fingertips of Carroll. And we've got a timeout called by IKM-Manning as Woodbury Central has rallied back. They lead it here 22-21. Our fourth tie back in 30 seconds on KKRL.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Fiat dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. So we did get the call here. Addie Bandow attacked out of the left. It was blocked at the top of the net, then off the antenna, then came back down to Bandow. The line judge didn't call the antenna, but the down official did see it. So Addie Bandow picking up her fourth kill. We're tied at 22, and now we get an under the net on Lloyd. And the Wolves have come back to lead it here 23-22 late. If the lead change, Grace Carroll again with serve. Played up by Widman. It hits the ceiling to Lloyd. Now off to Cross. Dug in the back right by Ascheit. Arp sets it up in the back row for Carroll. Dug by Widman. That's going to be an overpass. Tipped down by Caitlin Bandow. And it's set point for IKM-Manning. And we're going to get a timeout called by Woodbury Central. Caitlin Bandow, her first kill. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. Appreciate everybody tuning in here on 93.7 at KKRL. Again, a busy night of local volleyball for us across our area here tonight. 1A playoffs getting underway in this region here. Class 1A Region 7, our weave is at River Valley and IKM-Manning at Woodbury Central. The winners of those two matches meet on Wednesday. In Region 8, we've got Exira-Oakland Kimballton hosting Cam. And in Region 1, we've got Peyton-Jordan entertaining Madrid. We've got Glidden Ralston at St. Edmund on KCM with Casey Miners. And Audubon at Coon Rapids Bayard as well on kick with Nick Brinks. Those underway right now. Gilbert tips it across, dug by Arp. Over to Caitlin Bandow, now to Addison Bandow. Off the top of the net, it's going to drop in for a set winner. And IKM-Manning takes the first set here tonight, 25-22. A nice win for the Wolves in that first set. We'll step away, take a break. We've got set number 2 coming up right after this quick timeout here on 93.7 KKRL.
The Manila Times is a proud supporter of the IKM-Manning Wolves. They are the paper that the IKM-Manning community depends on for their school and sports news. They're excited to bring you the most current and up-to-date information you need to know about the school district and the communities of Irwin, Kirkman, Manila, and Manning, and beyond. If you are not currently a subscriber, it's time that you find out what everyone is talking about. Go Wolves! The Manila Times is proud of you.
Get the financial answers you need from the knowledgeable staff at Templeton Savings Bank. At TSB, you'll find a staff with years of experience and who take an active part in the community. They have a big stake in local prosperity. Your questions are answered fast, and loan requests are handled quickly and locally. You'll feel comfortable doing business with the local, hometown faces who understand your needs. Templeton Savings Bank, with offices in Manning and Templeton. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, and proud sponsors of the IKM-Manning Wolves.
Reliable, dependable, and high-quality service is what you get when you call Sol Service of Manning. Count on Sol Service for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical work you can be sure of. Call Sol Service today at 655-2024 for all your home or business service needs. Sol Service is a proud sponsor of the IKM-Manning Wolves and would like to wish all the coaches and players good luck. Go Wolves!
Very much what we anticipated, a back and forth first set here tonight. Again, when I looked at this matchup and started doing my homework on it, a couple of weeks ago or a week or so ago when the playoff pairings first were released, I thought this one had the potential to go 5. These are two very evenly matched teams. I thought IKM-Manning had the advantage at the net. I think we saw that in that first set. Grace Carroll had 5 kills unofficially. Addie Bandow with 5. Caitlin Bandow had a huge one. Keegan Ashai just won. But the Wolves really swinging well and swinging with confidence. If there was an advantage for Woodbury Central, it was with their serve. Both teams did end up having 2 aces in that first set, but IKM-Manning with more service errors. But the thing that was neat was both teams went on runs. The largest lead for both teams was 3 in that first set. And then what you had was pretty much the other team would answer. So they'd get up by 3, and then the other team would answer. So IKM-Manning used a 6-1 run to take a lead. Then Woodbury Central came back with a 4-0 run. Then IKM-Manning answered that to close out the set with a 4-0 run. Addie Bandow again with the set-ending kill. Arp with the serve. Lloyd going to be 2 touches on that set, and the Wolves will take a 1-0 lead here in set number 2. So the Wolves up 1-0 and 1-0, 1-0, near ace, popped up by Cross. Now set it over to Bramer. That's going to be free ball to Cross. Carroll over to Arp, right side to Ashide. We're trying to roll stop that one. Needs to go up. She is such a good hitter. Needs to go up with confidence and just swing away. I don't know if that set was exactly where she wanted to be, but got to make that adjustment. She's such a talented player. As a freshman, she will begin to make that adjustment. Harp will set it up now for Ashide. Hits it across. Popped up by Gilbert over to Cross out of the back row. Now to Bramer left side. That one's going to stay along, and they're calling for a touch. No touch. IKM-Manning going to lead it here 2-1, and what I've seen from Bramer right now is that she's not exploding up when she's attacking. She's floating forward, so that momentuming of her drifting forward is making a lot of her balls sail. The serve that time by Addie Bandow going to be wide. And that's going to make it now 2-2, our second tie here in this second set. So what I mean by that is she's not getting up above the ball to be able to hit down beam. She's floating forward. She's hitting the ball kind of right behind the ball. Carroll with a sideways serve receive, tracked down by Langle. Now Ashide will free ball it across. And that's what's making that ball sail. She's hitting behind it instead of above it. So Somley going to pick up the kill off the right side. And that is going to put Woodbury Central on top here by a score of 3-2. That'll be our first lead change in this second set. Bramer again heads back to serve. Serve on the way. Played up by Carroll. Now off to Arp. Left side, Langle. That'll go deep, and it's going to sail long. Whitman and Bramer that time doing a nice job of talking in that back row. Bramer was going to play it. Whitman was standing just a few feet away from her. Had a really good look as she had followed it to the line and hollered out at the last second. Bramer able to let it go. Carroll on the serve receive. Arp will set it up in the middle for Ashide. That'll be blocked, but it's going to end up being a 2-0. It popped up into the air off across. Ashide will pick up her second kill here tonight. Wolves down here 4-3. Addie Bandau will check out. McKenna Benton in. So Benton will head back to serve. Widman, O'Mara, and Cross in the back row right now for Woodbury Central. Serve by Benton comes back left, played by Cross. That's nearly an overpass. Gilbert saves it, and now we're going to get an under the net going to go on Cross. And she had to sprint up and try and play that ball, and then got both of her feet under the net. Coach Schwanger that time wanted to know if it was her whole foot. It was actually both feet, pretty much the whole feet. 4-4 now our score here, and that serve going to sail just along for Benton. So we were tied here a moment ago, but now Woodbury Central back on top 5-4. Lindy will check in for Benton. Widman will head back to serve for Woodbury Central. Deep serve back middle, played up by Lindy. Overpass. Cross goes up to try and put it away. And that one's going to sail long. And again, sometimes instead of going up and trying to do that thunder kill, which every kid loves to do, you go up and you just tip it down and tip it away from the girl that's standing in front of you. So you tip, either curve the hands to the right or to the left. And there's going to be 4 touches going to go against Woodbury Central. IKM-Manning back up here 6-5. Our second lead change in this set. Keegan Ashide with the serve, played by Widman. Now off to Gilbert. Nobody takes the third ball. And IKM-Manning's lead is now 7-5. Wolves with just 1 kill. That by Keegan Ashide here in this match, but in this set. But they've got 7 points. So that's mistakes right now by Woodbury Central. Got to take advantage of those, and they've done it so far. Lambert hits it deep, played by Lindy, tracked down by Ashide. Now Stangl will free ball it short, nearly drops in. It's going to drop in for a kill off of O'Mara and then into the net. So Anna Stangl will pick up the kill on that. The Wolves have stretched their lead to 8-5. Ashide again with the serve. Played up by O'Mara. Gilbert will come left side to Cross. Big swing, and right now she's trying to swing big and crush it rather than controlling it. We're going to get a timeout. It's a 9-5 IKM-Manning lead, their largest lead of the match. We'll step away with them. Back in 30 seconds here on KKRL.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Now there's service error for IKM-Manning. That one out of the timeout from Keegan Ashide. Woodbury Central pulls within 9-6. You probably heard me talking here a moment ago before I went into the break about Cross trying to just crush it. What she's doing, she's going up swinging really hard, but not snapping down through on that attack. So she's not hitting the ball for it to go down. She's hitting it, and what it's doing is it's sailing well behind the out-of-bounds line. So she needs to get up above the ball, and then she can still swing hard, but she needs to snap down on that ball and kind of follow through. That serve into the net, 9-7 now in favor of IKM-Manning. Lloyd goes back to serve short one, played by Ashine. Nice serve receive up to Arp. Over to Lango, out of the left, played by Widman, up to Lloyd. Left side now to Cross. Pushes that one deep, played by Lindy. Arp will tip it over second ball. Widman to Lloyd. Right side now to Gilbert. Pushes down the line, played by Lindy over to Arp. Left side again to Lango. Roll shot down the line, popped up by Lloyd. Widman will set it left side for Cross. Goes up, swings, took a little off down. That was a better swing. Lindy on the dig. And the second ball goes into the net for IKM Manning. So 3 in a row for Woodbury Central out of the timeout. They trail it here by a score of 9-8. Lloyd sent to serve it away. Jump serve coming up. Played by Lindy. Arp will track it down behind the 10-foot line. Over to Lango. Cross court dug by Cross to Lloyd. Pushes deep corner. And a smart play that time by Katie Lloyd. Her first kill here tonight. She saw that the back middle for IK Manning had drifted up, so nobody was able to cover lines. She saw that back right corner was wide open. Shoved it hard to that corner. And that's going to tie us at 9-9. Lloyd will serve it away. Played up that time by Carroll. Over to Arp. Middle attack for Carroll. Popped up by Widman, tracked down by Cross over to Gilbert, and that one going to sail long. She left a little early on that one and hit that ball on the way down. Hard to hit above the ball when you're coming down when you hit it. 10-9 IK Manning with the lead. Stangl to serve. Played by Widman over to Lloyd. Left side Gilbert. That time a pretty good swing, but it hits the top of the net, comes back over on the Woodbury Central side. I'll be called for 4 touches. Wolves back up 2 here, 11-9. And similar to the first set, everybody's kind of going on 3, 4, 5-point runs. So one team gets up, then the other team responds. In that first set, the team would respond and grab the lead. Here, once IK Manning's got that lead, they haven't let it go. Bandow Addison with the attack. Dug that time by Widman over to Lloyd. Now Gilbert able to free ball it across. Arp had to play it, and it's going to be under the net. Grace Carroll that time hits it right into the face Lambert under the net as she was trying to get low and pop that one up into the air. Carroll made sure she was all right. 11-10 our score. Cross going to head back to the service line. Wolves up 1-0, winning 25-22 in the first one. Cross's serve is into the net. IK Manning up 2 here as Caitlin Bandow going to check back in for Lindy. Grace Carroll will head back to the service line. Cross, Widman, and Bramer. Back in serve receive right now for Woodbury Central. Grace Carroll serve nice, a little hard serve played by Widman to Lloyd. Over to Bramer, pushes deep corner. Stangl able to get to it, but couldn't play it very well. She was kind of reaching as far as she could back, running to the corner, and the ball went backwards. Grace Carroll got a piece of it after that, but not able to play it. Point for Woodbury Central. It's 12-11. I like seeing kids swing, but at the same time, if that back corner is open and you can shove to it, nothing wrong with doing that. Big swing again by Addie Bandow off of Cross, off of the net and over. Art will get it. They'll get it eventually over to Addison Bandow, and we're going to get 2 touches on that third ball. She tried to push it across, but didn't make good, clean contact. Our 6th tie as we are tied at 12-12. And now the Wildcats with a chance to take the lead back. They haven't led since IK Manning went up 6-5. Stangl, good serve received to Arp. Over to Bandow, left side attack, touch to the net. Played up that time by Bramer. They'll work it over to Carroll, and Arp under the net and then into the net. And that'll be the call. So the lead is back in favor of Woodbury Central. Our 3rd lead change. And heading back to serve again is Emma Lambert, the 5'6" senior. A-shot on the serve received to Arp. Left side now, Addie Bandow, and that'll be a tool for Addie Bandow. That'll be number 6 for her. Wolves tie it here at 13. Our 7th tie. We had 7 ties in the first set, 5 lead changes, just 3 lead changes in this one, trying for a 4th. Arp with the serve. Played up by Cross, now to Lloyd. Middle set for Jennis, touch to net, popped up by Ashite. Arp will set it left side for Addison Bandow. Block pop back up by Stangl. And now Grace Carroll free balls it across. Cross over to Lloyd. Left side Bramer. Big swing block. And that is going to drop in for a kill for IKM Manning. Ashite with a big block. And the Wolves have taken the lead back here at 14-13. Our 4th lead change. And Carly Arp heads back to the service line. So Arp with the serve. Played up by Bramer. Now off to Lloyd. Back row attack for Cross through the hands of Ashide. We're tied at 14. With the way Cross swings, I'd have her attack out of the back. She really goes up and swings hard. That even just the way the ball comes off, it's going to be long a lot when she swings hard if she's in the front row. If she's in the back row, it's got a chance to be in. So if I'm going to set her to swing hard, I'm going to have her swing hard out of the back row. Arp sets it right side now for Addison. Tipped across. That'll be off Cross, but we get a net violation on Bandow. They're going to call her under the net on Addison. So we've got another lead change, 15-14. That'll be our fifth one. So we had a lead change at 13-12, a lead change at 14-13, now a lead change at 15-14. Keegan Ashide's going to tie it. She'll pick up the tool, her third kill here tonight. Arp unofficially with 13 assists. We're tied at 15 apiece. That's going to be our ninth tie here in the set. Addison Bandow again back to serve. They'll serve it. Played up by Cross over to Gilbert. Into the left now to Bramer. Tipped across. Dug by Arp. Overpass. Tipped down by Bramer. Caitlin Bandow with the dig. Carly Arp sets it for Langle. Tipped down the line. Played by Gilbert over to Cross. Left side at Brusomley. Tipped across. Played by Carroll. Now off at Arp. Left side again. Ashide or right side Ashide. Dug by Brusomley. Gilbert into the back row to Cross. Roll shot to the donut. Dug by Carroll to Arp. Into the middle to Caitlin Bandow. That's going to be off the net. Drop in for Caitlin Bandow, her second. And the Wolves are back on top now by a score of 16-15. Our sixth lead change in this set. We've had 11 so far in the match. Cross on the serve receive. Gilbert goes back to Cross. Back row push. Played by Ashide. Arp will set Ashide up right side. She'll pick up another cool. Keegan Ashide's starting to feel it. She's got a couple of tools. Wolves lead it here 17-16. Or 17-15, excuse me. Addison Bandow with the serve. Played up by Bramer. Now to Gilbert. They'll set Bramer. Pushes corner. Popped up on a high play that time by Grace Carroll, who now free balls it down the line. Widman over to Gilbert. Left side Bramer, and that'll be a tool for Bramer. 17-16 now. Wolves with the lead. Woodbury Central trying to make a run here. Bramer will head back to the service line. Wolves up 1-0, winning the first set 25-22. Carroll on the serve received to Arp. Into the middle now to Ashide, and Keegan Ashide all of a sudden has got 5. She had 1 kill coming into this set. She's now got 5. The Wolves lead it here by a score of 18-16. McKenna Benton back in to serve for IKM-Manning. Winner again back in action on Wednesday. We'll have 3 matches covered for you on Wednesday. Serve on the way. That'll be played up by Cross. Gilbert comes over to Brusomley. Dug back middle by Benton. Tipped across by Arp. Gilbert comes left side Cross. Tipped, and that's going to drop in. Diving for it was Arp, but Cross able to drop that one in. I've got her now for 4 kills. She is the leading hitter, a 157, but hits just 050 on the year. Wolves down 18-17. I think a lot of that's because a lot of her attacks, she's not snapping down and they're sailing long. Ashide out of the right, dug it off of Gilbert up into the crowd. And Keegan Ashide has come alive here late in this second set. She's up to 6 kills now on the night, and the Wolves lead it here 19-17. Ashide again to serve it away. Played up by O'Mara. They'll work it into the middle. Dug by Lindy out of the back middle. Harp over to Langle, and that's going to be blocked. And Brusomley that time coming up with the block along with Lambert. That'll make it 19-18. And Lloyd will check back in. She heads back to the service line. Serve coming up for Lloyd. Jump serve. Played back right by Ashide over to Arp. Left side now to Langle. Touched at the net, and that time I think O'Mara thought Lloyd was going to play it. She started to put the hands up, then didn't. Lloyd didn't come forward out of the back. It's going to be touched at the net. Wolves should lead it here 20-18. They've got 19-19 on the board, but it should be 20-18. Cross on the roll shot. Now Stengel over to Bandow. That'll be Cross, dug up by Widman. Lloyd comes left side to Cross down the line, and that'll drop in. The board now correct IKM-Manning up here 20-19. Cross will head back to serve. Amara will check out. Bramer will check back in. Wolves will have Stangl, Ashine, and Lindy in the back row. Really like Olivia Lindy as a back row DS. She also hits the ball well in her JV matches. She's going to be a talented player, but there's an overpass, and it's going to drop into the donut, and about 5 different girls looked at it, and I know some people call it the campfire. I'm going to use campfire on that one because it was like all of the girls from Woodbury Central, 5 of them, sat around the campfire and watched it drop in. 21-19. Grace Carroll to serve, low and into the net. A low toss that time. Hard as a jump server if you get that low toss or a bad toss to let it land because you're probably going to jump and it's going to hit you. So she had to serve that one. That's the tough thing if you're a jump server. Serve received by Stangl up to Arp. Now over to Addison Bandow down the line. Dug up by Lambert. Lloyd over to Jennis. Free ball to cross. Stangl now to Arp. Left side to Addison Bandow, and that's going to be through the fingertip of Bramer. Addison Bandow with her 7th kill. And the Wolves are up 2 here at 22-20. Carly Arp heading back to serve for IKM-Manning. Nice student section down the line. Good crowd here tonight for IKM-Manning. Pretty good crowd as well for Woodbury Central. Arp with the serve comes back right. Played by Widman up to Lloyd. Gets it to Jennis in the middle. Played by Carroll up to Arp. Left side Addison Bandel. Left-handed tip played by Bramer. Lloyd comes over to Gilbert. Right side. Good swing that time by Gilbert. Lexi Gilbert picking up the kill. And Woodbury Central back within a 1 as Brasomley will check back in for Lloyd. Gilbert will head back to serve. Gilbert, 24 aces coming in tonight. Serve received by Carroll over to Arp. Right side, Bandow, touching the net. Dug by Gilbert. Cross will set it up for Bramer. Touching the net. Dug and played up by Arp. Ashide sets it up for Addie Bandow off the top of the net. That'll drop in. Addie Bandow with the kill. Ashide will get the assist. Timeout going to be called by Woodbury Central. IKM-Manning up 2, 23-21, back in 30, KKRL Sports.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Addison Bandow heads back to serve for IKM-Manning. Wolves lead it right now 23-21 here in the second set. They're up 1-0, winning 25-22 in the first one. Gilbert will set in the middle for Jennis. Touch to the net played by Carroll. We're going to get a net violation, though, on IKM-Manning. So Woodbury Central will pull within 1 at 23-22. Bramer heads back to the service line. Serve on the way by Bramer, played up by Langle. Arp will track it down, sets up Ashide, and nobody plays the ball. It bounces in the back middle. And IKM-Manning has set point up 24-22. So Addie Bandow dominated at the net for IKM-Manning in the first set. And now it's been Keegan Ashide really taking over here in the second. I've got her now for 7 kills on the night. Grace Carroll was early in that first set that gave IKM-Manning a spark early. Benton to serve. That is going to be over now to Cross, and that is going to be a tool off of Ashide. The Cross, I've got her for 5 kills. It's a 1-point lead, still match point for IKM-Manning. And checking in to go back and serve is Widman. Lindy, Stangl, and Ashide. Stangl on the serve receives Arp over to Ashide, and that is going to, did that hit the antenna? It did. That's out of bounds. So we're tied here at 24 apiece. That is our 10th tie in this set. And now we're getting a timeout by IKM-Manning. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. Don't forget KCIM Sports Rewind coming up tomorrow morning, 9:30 until 10 o'clock. Casey Minders, John Ryan, and myself, we're going to talk golf, staying in the spring for boys. We're going to talk softball, going to double elimination at the state softball tournament. We'll talk volleyball playoffs, state cross-country qualifying meets coming up this week. busy week going on. State football playoffs coming up this Friday. Also want to remind you, a week from today, be paying attention to sports.1380kcim.com. Monday morning, we're going to announce all the volleyball, football, cross-country, and girls swimmers invited to our Rewind All-Star festivities. That announcement of all the coaches and athletes. It's going to be free-balled over. We'll come up next Monday. Arp going to set up Ashide off to the right, and that'll be a kill for Ashide. She gets it off of Gilbert in the back row. Arp up now to 20 assists. Wolves are back up one here at 25-24 set point. Keegan Ashide just had that kill. The freshman heads back to serve. Wolves looking to go up 2-0. Won the first set 25-22. Ashide with the serve. Played sideways by Almara, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Rasami. And IKM-Manning on the ace serve will take a 2-0 lead as they win it by a score of 26-24. We'll step away. Back for set 3 coming up after this on 93.7 KKRL.
The Manila Times is a proud supporter of the IKM-Manning Wolves. They are the paper that the IKM-Manning community depends on for their school and sports news. They're excited to bring you the most current and up-to-date information you need to know about the school district and the communities of Irwin, Kirkman, Manila, and Manning, and beyond. If you are not currently a subscriber, it's time that you find out what everyone is talking about. Go Wolves! The Manila Times is proud of you.
Get the financial answers you need from the knowledgeable staff at Templeton Savings Bank. At TSB, you'll find a staff with years of experience and who take an active part in the community. They have a big stake in local prosperity. Your questions are answered fast, and loan requests are handled quickly and locally. You'll feel comfortable doing business with the local, hometown faces who understand your needs. Templeton Savings Bank, with offices in Manning and Templeton. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, and proud sponsors of the IKM-Manning Wolves.
Reliable, dependable, and high-quality service is what you get when you call Sol Service of Manning. Count on Sol Service for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical work you can be sure of. Call Sol Service today at 655-2024 for all your home or business service needs. Sol Service is a proud sponsor of the IKM-Manning Wolves and would like to wish all the coaches and players good luck. Go Wolves!
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes feel, recover, and perform. Jeff Lankman with you here. 93.7 KKRL, part of the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network. IKM-Manning up 2-0 right now over Woodbury Central. Two extremely tight sets, but the Wolves making plays late to grab that lead. They win the first set 25-22, take the second set 26-24. I had Keegan Ashide with 7 kills in that set. She's right now got 8. Addison Bandow has 8 as well. Grace Carroll with 5. And I've got Carly Arp right now with 20 assists on the night. Ashide with the serve receive up into the net. Arp keeps it alive. Ashide with the attack dug by Cross. Over to Gilbert. Back to Cross. Back row attack. Touch to the net. That's going to be a point for Woodbury Central. Coach Schwanger was really energetic in between sets here. I think explaining to this team that you're on the verge of your season coming to an end. And if you don't want it to come to an end, the energy level and the execution level has to get better. Bramer attacks onto the left. So the Wolves going to have to match that here early in this third set. Cross will push deep. Played by Stengel over to Arp. Now off to Bandow. Addison attacks. That'll be dug up into the air that time by Whitman. Jessen will get it to Cross. Free ball to Cross. Played over to Carroll. Now to Art. Free balls it across. Played up by Cross to Gilbert. Left side Bramer. Goes back left. Played by Stengel to Art. Right side to Ashide. Big swing off of Gilbert up into the crowd. And the Wolves have tied it here at 1-1. Keegan Ashide has really come on here for IKM-Manning. You could tell the freshman was maybe a little bit nervous in that first set. Freshman, first varsity, not game, but first varsity postseason appearance. Gilbert now sets it up for Braver, tipped across, popped up by Ashide off the net, and then Hart diving for it, unable to get to it. And it's a 2-1 Wildcat lead. Addison Bandau will check out. Stangl will check in. Bramer goes back to serve. At second set, 10 ties and 6 lead changes. Carroll on the serve receive up to Arp. Comes left side to Langle, and Ella Langle going to pick up the kill. Her mom and dad sitting right back up behind me. Over to my right and the back row. So Ella Langle with her first kill ties us here at 2. And McKenna Benton comes on to serve. Our Motor Inn player of the game coming up in the postgame. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota Chevy dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. Tipped across by Jennis, dug by Stangl. Arp had to play it. It was kind of at an angle that her only thing that she could have done there was try to crack that ball, but that would have sent it way to the back. So she ends up hitting the ball and it goes into the net. So Woodbury Central will hold on to a 3-2 lead. Widman goes back to serve. Short one played nicely by Lindy over to Arp. Right side, Ashide touched at the net, played up by Gilbert. O'Mara will bump send it, and Widman has to free ball it across. Ashide it to Arp. Left side now, Langle down the back middle. Played by Widman to Gilbert. Left side cross, roll shot. Played out of the donut by Arp to Ashide. Into Carroll in the middle, goes deep, and that one's going to sail long. Very Central out 4-2 here in set number 3. Wolves just got to stay relaxed, kind of play within themselves. Widman with the serve. Stangl over to Arp. Now to Ashide, and that attack into the net. 5-2. Woodbury Central with the lead here. Now the Wolves have been down by as much as 4 here tonight. That came in set number 2. So this is not panic zone right now. Serve low and into the net. Very low toss that time on the serve. And the serve low and then into the net. So IKM-Manning will put Ashide back to the service line. Cross, O'Mara, and Widman in serve receive for Woodbury Central. Serve low off the top of the net. Popped up and over by Gilbert. Lango gets it over to Art. Back over to Lango left side. Back left by Widman on the dig. Gilbert will set it left side for cross. Roll shot down the line, and that's going to drop in. So if I'm IKM-Manning right now, they trail it here 6-3. When cross goes up, I'm playing her for tips, pushes, and roll shots. Because when she hits hard out of the front, it's going to go long probably 99% of the time. So what she's doing probably 85% of the time is she's roll shotting things. So I'm playing that and anticipating that. Serve receive over to the net to Widman. Now off to Lloyd to Gilbert. That's going to go off of Lindy. And Gilbert with a big swing. And it's a 7-3 lead. And if you're Coach Cron, I know you're up 2-0, but you're on the road. The last thing you want to do is give the home team too much momentum. So how long and how big of a deficit do you let yourself get into in this third set before that timeout just to try and break momentum? I'm thinking if the Wildcats score here, you maybe call that first one. You don't want this set to get away. Serve on the way, played by Ashide, tracked down by Carroll. Art now out of the right side, pushes to the donut, dug by Gilbert. Lloyd will bump set it over to Cross, and that's going to go up and under the net. 7-4. IKM-Manning now behind. Addison Vandell will check in for Lango. And a Stangl heads back to serve for the Wolves. IKM-Manning again up 2-0. Serve on the way. Played sideways by Amara, tracked down by Lloyd. Free balled under the net by Lambert. 7-5 now. Wolves trail it here in the third set. Stangl again set to serve it away. And has been IKM-Manning's best server all year. Widman up to Lloyd. Left side now to Gilbert. That attack into the net. 3 straight for IKM-Manning. And they've pulled back within 1 here at 7-6. Stangl again serves. Played by Widman to Lloyd. Over to the right side. Cross roll shot again. And IKM-Manning still playing back like she's going to swing hard. She hasn't had one hard swing that's been in all night. I don't worry about the hard swing from her. It's the roll shot and the pushes that have been effective for her. She'll go back to serve now. Cross is serve. And that doesn't mean she's a very good player. I'm not trying to Just tonight, her hard swings have not gone long. We're going to get a net violation on Addie Bandow that time. So IKM-Manning goes on a 3-0 run, and now 2 straight for Woodbury Central has extended that lead back to 9-6. Cross again heads back to serve. Serve on the way into the net point for IKM-Manning. They trail at 9-7. Casey Miners and I will type up recaps for all of tonight's volleyball playoff action out of our local area. You'll find all those recaps with full stats from the coaches on the Brinks Exterior Sports Report at sports.1380kcim.com. Serve off the top of the net, dug by Widman, over to Lloyd, now to Cross. Played by Ashide, over to Art. Left side for Addie Bandow, played by Widman up into the ceiling, and now we're going to get 2 touches on Lloyd on the set. And the Wolves again will hold within 1 at 9-8. Grace Carroll again heads back to serve. We've got Audubon at Coon Rapids Bayard on kick. We've got Glidden Alton at St. Albert on KCIM tonight. IKM-Manning here at Woodbury Central here on KKRL, all part of the CB Sports Network. Addie Bandow is going to drop that one in. She'll pick up the kill, and that is going to be her 9th here tonight. We are tied here at 9, just our 3rd tie in this 3rd set. Carroll again with a serve, and that is going to drop in for an ace. Grace Carroll with a big ace serve, her 2nd here tonight. And IKM-Manning has grabbed their first lead here in this 3rd set. Jump serve again, goes deep, played by Cross, up now to Lloyd, right side. Lambert blocked, back up by Lambert off of Lloyd, and that's going to be 4 touches. IKM-Manning up to 11-9. Timeout going to be called by Woodbury Central. We'll snap away, take a break. Wolves up 2 here at 11-9. We're back right after this on KKRL.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Way Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Lloyd going to send it over to Bramer. Tips to the donut, dug by Ashide. Arp will come left side. Addison Bandow, back left, played by Cross. Lloyd into the middle. Lambert tips the donut. And that time both Stengel and Arp were going for it. Both saw the other one go for it, and both stopped, and it drops in between them. Wolves lead cut here to 1 at 11-10. Serve played by Stengel to Arp. Left side now, Addie Bandow. Big swing played by Cross. Lloyd will set it left side for Bramer. Left-handed tip across, and that's going to drop in. And IKM-Manning right now having a hard time reacting to the short tips. That set was going to pull her into the net. She had no chance to go up and swing hard, and IKM-Manning didn't get into position to be able to play that tip. Arp over to Bandow left side. Big swing, and she'll get the tool. Addie Bandow now 10 kills on the night. Wolves back up 1 here at 12-11. What I'm saying on that here, folks, is you got to read the play. That ball was in the air. It was easy to tell it was going to be right up over the net. The only thing that they could do was go up and tip it across. So you got to move to a position and anticipate that. The attack by Gilbert, and she comes down hard. She is injured on the play, and hopefully that young lady is going to be okay. That leg buckled on her. And we're going to have a timeout here on the floor. We'll snap away back right after this on 93.7 at KKRL.
The Manila Times is a proud supporter of the IKM-Manning Wolves. They are the paper that the IKM-Manning...
Get the financial answers you need from the knowledgeable staff at Templeton Savings Bank. At TSB, you'll find a staff with years of experience and who take an active part in the community. They have a big stake in local prosperity. Your questions are answered fast, and loan requests are handled quickly and locally. You'll feel comfortable doing business with the local, hometown faces who understand your needs. Templeton Savings Bank, with offices in Manning and Templeton. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, and proud sponsors of the IKM-Manning Wolves.
Reliable, dependable, and high-quality service is what you get when you call Sol Service of Manning. Count on Sol Service for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical work you can be sure of. Call Sol Service today at 655-2024 for all your home or business service needs. Sol Service is a proud sponsor of the IKM-Manning Wolves and would like to wish all the coaches and players good luck. Go Wolves!
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
IKM-Manning has stretched the lead out here to 15-11. Gilbert sitting over there with some ice on that right ankle. Hopefully that young lady going to be all right. Grace Carroll tries to get it over on free ball, unable to do it. Wolves lead right now at 15-12. The points we missed was an overpass that Caitlin Mandow put away, and then Keegan Ascheid had a kill out of the right side to make it 15-11. So that was the largest lead for IKM-Manning here in the third set. Wolves are up 2-0, having won 25-22 and 26-24. Amber Dietrich, a 5'10 freshman, in now for Woodbury Central. Again, the biggest concern is that the young lady Gilbert is going to be all right. She is one of their setters, though, out of this 6-2. Addison Mandow with the attack, dug by Widman. Cross will set it up for Bramer. Tipped across again with the left hand. Arp will play that one. Ascheid now over to Anna Stangl, and Stangl unable to get it across the net. And it's a 15-13 ball game. As Dietrich again will head back to serve for Woodbury Central. Deep serve played by Stangl. Nice serve received up to Arp. Over to Ascheid off the top of the net. That will drop in for Keegan. And the Wolves pick up another one, up now 16-13. Ascheid with her 11th. Arp unofficially now 25 assists on the night. Addison Mandow heads back to serve. Serve on the way, played by Widman, up to Cross. Now go to Bramer, big swing. Off of Carroll, up into the ceiling. They don't have rafters here. It hit the ceiling, came down. Wolves couldn't play it after that. So the point for Woodbury Central. And they have cut the Wolves' lead here to 16-14. Serve coming up here for Bramer. That's going to be deep, and that's going to sail long. IKM-Manning's lead back to 3 at 17-14. McKenna Benton now checking in for Caitlin Mandow. Benton will head back to serve. O'Mara will check in for Bramer. They're going to have Dietrich, Widman, and O'Mara in the back row. If I'm Benton, I go at Dietrich, a freshman who just came into the lineup. And that is what they'll do. She has a good serve receive over to Cross. Left side now. Jess with the attack. Now Ascheid, it swings, and that's going to be off of O'Mara. Keegan Ascheid picks up number 12 here tonight. IKM-Manning up 4 here at 18-14. McKenna Benton again heads back to serve. Woodbury Central right now still trying to figure out exactly where everybody needs to be with this different lineup since Gilbert went out. Cross with the big swing off the top of the net. Played up that time by Benton. That was a really good swing by Cross. Stangl with the attack. Played up by Dietrich. Morrow will set it up for Cross. Tipped across. Played by Langle over to Arp. Right side again to Ascheid. Cross court just wide. That one just misses, and Coach Cron standing down there really wanted that one. That's going to make it now 18-15. Widman with the serve. Short one. Played up by Lindy. Out of the back middle to Arp. Over to Carroll left side. Roll shot down the line off of O'Mara. Dietrich can't play it. And Grace Carroll just picked up her 6th kill. And the Wolves now up 19-15. Keegan Ascheid sent to serve it away. Serve deep. Played by Dietrich. Nice serve receive. Up to O'Mara. Tipped over by Lambert. Stangl to Arp to Carroll. And Carroll picks up another one. Carroll with her 7th kill here tonight. Wolves up now 20-15. And Woodbury Central calling a timeout here. Wolves on top by 5. That's their largest lead here in this third set. We'll step away with them. Wolves up 2-0 and up by 5 in set 3. Back in 30 here on KKRL.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Way Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Another great swing touched by the nets. They'll play it over now. O'Mara into the middle of Lambert, tipped to the donut, dug by Carroll. Arp over to Lango left side, cross court, popped up by Cross off the ceiling, kept alive by Widman. Cross able to free ball it over. Carroll to Arp, into the middle to Carroll. Big swing off of O'Mara, out of bounds. 21-15. IKM-Manning. Grace Carroll with 3 straight kills. She's got 8 now on the night. And Keegan Ashide heads back to the service line. Serve on the way. Back right, played up by Widman. Now off to O'Mara, left side, cross, free balls hit across, popped up by Carroll. Art comes at Lango left side into the net with that one. That's going to cut the Wolf lead here to 21-16. Checking out will be Brasomley. Checking in is going to be at Lloyd. And I don't know. Yep, now there were some questions for Woodbury Central on where everybody needed to be. They got everybody adjusted, and now Lloyd will go back to serve. Serve on the way, played up by Lindy. Stengel bump sets it over to Arp, right side, down the line, played by Widman. O'Mara over to Cross, has to free ball that one across. Langle, nice pass over to Arp, over to Carroll, right side on the slide. That's going to be 4 on IKM-Manning as it hit the top of the net and bounced back over to the Wolves side. So Woodbury Central trying to make a run here with Lloyd at the service line. Wolves up 2-0 in sets, leading set 3, 21-17. Trying to advance to Wednesday night's matchup, and that serve's going to sail wide. And IKM-Manning's lead back to 5 here at 22-17. Addie Bandown now coming in for Langle. Ball goes out into the cafeteria area. Keegan Ashide goes out and gets it off now to Anna Stengel. Them two having a good laugh. So Stengel to serve it away. Serve deep, played up by O'Mara. Widman keeps it alive. Dietrich with the attack, played by Lindy over to Ashide. Addie Bandow goes cross, played by Widman over to Lloyd, tipped down by Cross. Ashide over to Carroll, tipped across, played up that time by O'Mara, pushed across, and out of bounds off of Lloyd, and IKM-Manning has their largest lead here, up 23-17. And a Stengel back to serve again. They are carrying Gilbert out here tonight. I'm going to load her up in an ambulance. I really hope that young lady is all right. We get an ace serve, as I was talking, from Anna Stengel, and it is match point. IKM-Manning up 24-17. They have 7 match points. Serve by Stengel, low and into the net. She knew it immediately. She started bouncing up and down on her toes. Cross will head back to serve. O'Mara out, Bramer in. Our Mackey Motors tailgate coming up here at the conclusion of this match. It's not over yet. Cross's serve, played by Lindy. Coach Cron, one of the girls expected to join us. Bandow with the big swing. Touched at the net. They'll set it up left side for Bramer. Deep off of Stengel. Kept alive by Ashide. Bandow again swings hard. Played by Cross. Over to Lloyd. Left side. Bramer deep and long. And IKM-Manning comes to Woodbury Central. And this talented young ball club picks up a sweep here tonight. 25-18. I've talked a lot about the future with this young group. But the future is right now for them this season. It is not over as they pick up a 25-22, 26-24, 28-5, 18 sweep here tonight. We've got the Mackey Motors tailgate next here on 93.7 at KKRL.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
The Manila Times is a proud supporter of the IKM-Manning Wolves. They are the paper that the IKM-Manning community depends on for their school and sports news. They're excited to bring you the most current and up-to-date information you need to know about the school district and the communities of Irwin, Kirkman, Manila, and Manning, and beyond. If you are not currently a subscriber, it's time that you find out what everyone is talking about. Go Wolves! The Manila Times is proud of you.
Get the financial answers you need from the knowledgeable staff at Templeton Savings Bank. At TSB, you'll find a staff with years of experience and who take an active part in the community. They have a big stake in local prosperity. Your questions are answered fast, and loan requests are handled quickly and locally. You'll feel comfortable doing business with the local, hometown faces who understand your needs. Templeton Savings Bank, with offices in Manning and Templeton. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, and proud sponsors of the IKM-Manning Wolves.
Reliable, dependable, and high-quality service is what you get when you call Sol Service of Manning. Count on Sol Service for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical work you can be sure of. Call Sol Service today at 655-2024 for all your home or business service needs. Sol Service is a proud sponsor of the IKM-Manning Wolves and would like to wish all the coaches and players good luck. Go Wolves!
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
From bump, set, spike to the crack of the bat, at Motor Inn of Carroll, we love our high school sports, and we love the opportunity to support our local schools, athletes, coaches, and parents. Through the hard work of our kids, we get the enjoyment of watching and listening to their activities. Other life lessons, like teamwork and citizenship, help create outstanding young women and men we are so proud to sponsor. Good luck to all of our local sports teams. From Motor Inn of Carroll.
Mackey Motors at Tailgate here on at 93.7 KKRL. Jeff Blankman joined by a smiling Anna Stengel here tonight as the IKM-Manning Wolves pick up the sweep. Anna, I mentioned coming into this one tonight, when you looked at their numbers, it was a good serving team. They serve aggressive. I thought you girls did a really nice job tonight. I ended up them just having 2 aces tonight. What was it with you and the rest of the girls that rotated into that back row with you that you were able to handle a really good serving team here tonight?
We worked on service receive a lot the last couple of days. It's always Waller, service receive. We've all been in there. We've been doing a good job of getting it because Coach's been sitting on a box to make sure he has it right too. So I feel like we were just covering each other's fronts and backs really well. So.
What did you see from their serve tonight, and how did you adapt and kind of adjust to the different serves tonight?
They're serving all of us. A lot of them were floats, so like middle of the court. So we all just knew like, I have your front, you got my back, and that's how we did it.
Let's talk a little bit as well at the net. I thought early you guys caught off, maybe a little off guard at some of the tips and pushes, but you adjusted. Talk about what you saw and how you girls were adjusting to what they were doing at the net.
We just had to kind of get used to it because they're a little bit slower. A lot of the teams are hitting right at us, so it's a little bit slower, so we just got to watch their arms and their eyes and found out where they were going pretty easily after that.
How did you feel like you guys adjusted, and then what were you seeing from their defense to that conversation to your hitters tonight?
So I was kind of like making sure the block was setting up because it took a while for our block to adjust, and then when we got a nice dig or pass, then we were just like set it up right away, get it up.
It's got to be fun playing back row when you got Keegan and Addison and Ella and Grace. They're all swinging really well. So fun to see. What's it like to watch them? Lonnie Miller actually sends me a text message during the match and said, I just heard Addison Bandow's thump of the ball on an attack over the radio. So what's it like to be in the back row and to hear and see hitters like that?
I mean, I like to cheer them on when they get a kill. I'm excited for them because it's exciting to have front row hitters that can hit I can dig it, Carly can set it, and then we can get a kill. It's exciting.
Any pressure did you feel in that third set going back to serve late, or was it, you know what, we've been here before?
It's kind of like we've been here. Get it over the net. I did miss one, but all right.
I tell you what, great job out here tonight. Very proud of you. Appreciate it. Best of luck coming up Wednesday.
Thank you.
You bet. And the Stengel, we're going to get Addie Bandow over here, and Addison Bandow sliding in here to the post-game area. And Addie, congratulations. Great match for you here tonight. I just talked with Anna about all the terrific hitters that you guys have and the way you go up and swing. How are they trying to block you? How are you adjusting your attack to that tonight, or did you have to?
I don't know. I usually just listen to what the back row says is open. I just try and go for it.
And what were they telling you tonight? What were they?
Mostly line, and then towards the end, Grace was starting to say, like, sharp.
Okay. Take me through that adjustment for you on hitting line and then how you change up to go sharp.
I don't really know. I just try and go for it, and if it works, it works.
Were you concerned at all about their block tonight coming in?
Not really.
Not really? Does it just kind of go up and let it rip? You have that kind of confidence? So I thought you really came out. Grace came out in the first set kind of hot early, and then you kind of took over that first set. What kind of adjustments did you guys make for you to kind of all of a sudden get some good looks?
I think it's just Carly adjusting her sets for me and just get them where they need to be, I guess, for me to get them.
What's that conversation like between you two during the match of, hey, this is where I wanted, those type of things?
I think after the first one, I just tell her if we need to be closer on the net or, like, anything like that, minor things.
Did you feel like you adjusted to maybe being off further or closer to the net as the night went on for the sets?
Maybe a little more off because I kept getting called at the top of the net from a hand.
Okay. Talk about blocking. How did you feel like you girls did the job tonight trying to get touches and block their hitters?
I think we did pretty good on blocking overall. I'd say Keegan got quite a few. I think that was good.
What's his team need to do now on Wednesday night to get ready for Wednesday night?
I think we just need to stay focused and be confident.
I tell you what, great job. Did you hear me tell Anna Stengel that I got a text today from somebody that says they heard how hard you hit the ball over the radio?
No.
Keep swinging like that, though. All right, Addie Bandow joining us here. Let's get head coach McKaylee Cron on the headsets with us. And, Coach, got to be happy. You come up here, you know, opening night of the postseason, you get a 3-0 sweep. That's got to be pretty happy. Long drive for a 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, and we haven't had a lot of 3-0 sweeps this year, so it was nice to do it tonight in first round.
Confidence with this group. I think early in the year, those close sets in set 1 and set 2, I don't know if you get.
Yeah.
But I think now this team really believes.
Yeah.
How fun's that been to watch them grow and believe?
A lot. And even, like, I kept thinking, like, even if we lose a set, like, we've lost a lot of sets throughout the year and come back and continue to win. So I wasn't really worried about it, especially sometimes it takes a little bit just to get adjusted to, like, how their hitters are hitting, how their servers are serving, you know. So that first one I know was close, and I was like, okay, let's win. But I was, like, confident even if we didn't win that first one that we'd come back and be fine.
You go on a 4-0 run to win set 1, 25-22. You win set 2, 26-24. So what was the difference, do you think, in those two sets to be able to come back in set 1 and then hold off them trying to rally in set 2?
Yeah, I think our tough serving, to be honest, I thought they did a good job. I know one of the times Anna Stengel was back there, I think it was in set 1, and she just has a really good tough serve, keeps them out of system, so it's hard for them to set the ball. So who they want to set to definitely helps our defense, so that helps a lot.
I know when I talked to you after the Riverside loss here a little over a week ago, you said serving was something you needed to improve on. Did you see that tonight?
Yeah, we worked a lot on serving this week in practice, or this last half a week or whatever, and serve receive, both of them. And I thought that really helps both our passers and our servers.
So let's talk their serve. Coming in, I looked at their numbers, and I'm like, they look like they serve aggressive.
Yeah.
Probably a team that gets a lot of aces. I only had them with 2. My numbers may not be accurate, but that's a good night out of the back row.
Yeah, especially I think number 13 from their team had like 70-some aces, and so I was a little nervous about that.
Didn't have one tonight.
No, and I was watching their game film, and I was like, okay, I think she serves a lot like Anna and Olivia. You know, like I was putting them together, so I was like, so we just practiced that a lot, just those low flat serves that kind of go deep. It's kind of hard to read. Sometimes they float, you know. So I thought the girls handled that really well.
I said in the broadcast coming out into set 3 out of the break, I'm like, they're going to come out. Their coach was kind of really trying to inspire them. They're going to come out with that energy. I thought you had to kind of withstand it early.
Yeah.
And then maybe you could take over, and I think you did that.
Yeah, I was a little worried. We got down to, like, I think by 4 points there, and I was just like, do I take a timeout? Do you ride that out? You know, where we're at?
Right.
But they did a good job. I think I was like, okay, one more, and we're taking a timeout, and then we got the point, so I didn't have to. So I appreciate when that happens.
Coach, Anna said something that you guys worked on serve receive a lot, and she said you sat on a box and had to make. So how fun is that to not? Were they getting it right to you?
Yeah, sometimes they'd be like, "Oh, that's a good one." I was like, "Couldn't touch it. Nope, couldn't hit it." With my hands, I was like, "I can't move off this box." So just making it a little tougher because sometimes it's like we give them a step and it's like, "No, we can do better than that." So I think that definitely helped tonight.
Assuming River Valley, but don't know for sure. Haven't heard a score yet from Arweva, but I think they're top 5. So what do you know about them? Have you started, or was the focus all on this match?
I got a few tapes or a couple films on them, and I started watching it a little bit today, and then I was getting a little nervous, and then I kind of stopped. I haven't really sat down and watched it, but I'll probably try to do that tonight or tomorrow morning before work, and then go from there.
Well, I tell you what, congratulations on the win tonight. Best of luck up on Wednesday. Appreciate you joining us here tonight.
Yes, thanks.
You've had head coach McKaylee Cron again with the IKM Manning Wolves. Let's go ahead and announce our player of the game, and I'll tell you what, it is not easy. I got Carly Arp tonight, unofficially 28 assists. I had Addie Banda 10 kills, Keegan Ashide with 12 kills, and Grace Carroll with 8. I don't do dig stats, but with the way the back row played tonight, I'm going to give Anna Stengel a lot of credit on that here tonight against that serve receive. I am going with Anna Stengel as my player of the game here tonight. So, again, our Motor Inn player of the game tonight is Anna Stengel. The IKM Manning Wolves picking up a 3-0 sweep here tonight, 25-22, 26-24, and 25-18 as they knock off Woodbury Central. Thanks for joining us here again on 93.7 KKRL for IKM Manning Volleyball. Have a great night, everybody.